Good morning, students. In the last session, we have completed the first three sums from exercise 3.1, right? Theory of equations 3.1. The first three sums we completed, right? So today we are going to do the remaining sums from exercise 3.1. Okay? Now let's move on to the next question, question number 4. Solve the equation 3x cube minus 16x square plus 23x minus 6 equal to 0 if the product of two root is 1. So there is one condition given. The product of two root is 1. So with the help of this condition, we can find the solution of this cubic equation. In the last session, we have studied some formulas, right? If the equations are given means, we can find the sum of the roots, the sum of product of roots taken two at a time, then the product of the roots alpha, beta, gamma, right? So let's recall the formulas now. If the cubic equation is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0, if alpha, beta and gamma are the roots of the equation, then alpha plus beta plus gamma equal to minus b by a, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha equal to c by a. The product alpha, beta, gamma is minus d by a, where this a, b, c and d are the coefficients of x cube, x square, x and constant term respectively. Now come to our question. So given one cubic equation 3x cube minus 16x square plus 23x minus 6 equal to 0. So here a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 16, c is equal to 23 and d is equal to minus 4. Therefore, see, it is given that the product of two root is 1. So now we are going to take alpha, 1 by alpha and beta be the three roots of equation 1. This is our equation 1. So if we take the given equation as 1, so alpha, 1 by alpha, beta be the roots of this equation. Why we are taking alpha and 1 by alpha means it is given that the product of two root is 1. If you are multiplying these two roots, it will be 1, right? That is why we are assuming alpha, 1 by alpha and beta be the three roots. So we can go for S1. Therefore, S1, what is S1? Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. So here the sum of the roots, that is alpha plus 1 by alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. That is equal to minus b. b is minus 16 by a is 3. Minus or minus plus. So we are getting alpha plus 1 by alpha is plus beta is equal to minus or minus plus. So 16 by 3. Next, S2. What is S2? S2 means alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. So S2 is equal to alpha into beta. Here beta is 1 by alpha plus beta gamma, these two product, right? So 1 by alpha into beta plus gamma alpha, that is beta into alpha, which is equal to C by A, where C is 23, 23 by 3. 23 by 3. Then what about S3? S3 is alpha into 1 by alpha into beta, the product of these three roots, that is equal to minus D by A. What is our D? D is minus 4 by A is 3. Alpha getting cancelled, so we are getting beta value. Beta value is equal to minus or minus plus, so 4 by 3. Sorry, the value of D. What is the value of D? See, D is the constant term, right? That is minus 6. So D minus 6 means minus 6 by 3. 3 and 6 cancel, remaining 2. So the beta value is 2. If we apply this beta value in equation 2, if we consider this as equation 2, we will get, see this equation, alpha plus 1 by alpha plus beta. If we apply beta is equal to, this equation 2 becomes alpha plus 1 by alpha plus beta. Beta is 2, which is equal to 16 by 3. Now bring this 2 to the right hand side. If you are simplifying this equation, we will get, see, take LCM, so alpha into alpha square plus 1 is equal to 16 by 3 minus 2. This 2 we brought to the right hand side. That is, alpha square plus 1 by alpha is equal to LCM is 3. When we cross multiply, 3 2s are 6. So 16 minus 6 is 10. If you are cross multiplying alpha and 3, this 3 is coming here. So 3 alpha square plus 3 into 1, that is 3. 3 alpha square plus 3. 3 alpha square plus 3 is equal to 10 into alpha, that is 10 alpha. Bring this 10 alpha this side. So 3 alpha square minus 10 alpha plus 3 is equal to 0. So we got one quadratic equation in alpha. If you are solving this quadratic equation, see, 3 3s are 9. So our aim is to find two numbers whose product is plus 9 and whose sum is minus 10. The only possible numbers are minus 9 and minus 1. But the coefficient of the square term contains 3, so we can divide the two factors by 3. 3. So we can write the factors directly, that is alpha minus 3, another one is alpha minus 1 by 3, which is equal to 0. So product of two roots are 0 means either the first one is equal to 0 or the second one is equal to 0. That means alpha minus 3 is equal to 0 or alpha minus 1 by 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, we are getting alpha value as 3 or alpha value as 1 by 3. So if we take alpha is equal to 3, what is 1 by alpha? 1 by 3. So anyhow, we are getting alpha, one is 3, another one is 1 by 3. Suppose if we consider this alpha as 1 by 3 means 1 by alpha is only 3. So anyhow, the roots, we consider the roots as alpha, 1 by alpha and beta, right? These are the three roots of the equation 1. Therefore, the solution is, one is alpha. If we consider alpha as 3 means 1 by alpha is 1 by 3. Then beta, already we got the value of beta. Beta is 2. Otherwise, if we take this alpha as minus 1 by 3 means 1 by alpha is 1 by 1 by 3, that is 3. So anyhow, the same value is coming. Therefore, the required solution is 3, 1 by 3 and 2. If you are verifying the answer with the question, see the question says the product of 2 root is 1. See, if you multiply these 2 root, what will get? The answer is coming 1. So the question is, the answers are satisfying the question, right? So with this, we completed question number 4. Now we can move on to the next question, question number 5. See the next question, question number 5. Find the sum of squares of the roots of the equation 2x raised to 4 minus 8x cube plus 6x square minus 3 is equal to 0. See this equation. This is a quartic equation. Quartic means degree is 4. So degree 4 means this equation contains 4 roots. Already we have studied every nth degree equation has n roots. That means if the degree is 4, this equation has 4 roots. Till now we have studied only the cubic equation. So we took the roots as alpha, beta and gamma. Right now the degree of this equation is 4. So we have to take 4 roots. Let us take the roots be alpha, beta, gamma and delta. But it is saying that the sum of squares of the roots. Sum of squares of the roots means alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square. So we have to find out alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square. Is it clear? Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. This answer, okay. So here, see this equation, 2x raised to 4 minus 8x cube plus 6x square minus 3 is equal to 0. So one x term is missing. Actually, 4th degree equation means it is like that. Ax raised to 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e equal to 0. Therefore, the sum of the roots alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta, which is equal to minus b by a. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma delta plus delta alpha is equal to c by a. In this question, our aim is to find the value of alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square. Reason is, see this question, find the sum of squares of the roots. This is the sum of squares of all the 4 roots. So our aim is to find alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square. Is it clear? Okay. Now start this question. This is a rough work only. Question number 5. It is given that the 4th degree equation 2x raised to 4 minus 8x cube plus 6x square minus 3 is equal to 0. So, if you are comparing this with the standard equation, a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 8, c is equal to 6, d. D means the coefficient of x. There is no extra, so the answer is 0. Then E is minus 3. Let us take the roots alpha, beta, gamma and delta be the roots of this equation 1. So, alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta, which is equal to minus b by a. This is our S1. S1 means sum of all the roots. Sum of all the roots alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta is equal to minus b by a. So, alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta is equal to minus b value, that is minus 8 by a is 2. When we cancel, getting 4. Minus of minus plus. So, alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta is equal to 4. Similar way, we can find S2. S2 means sum of the product of the roots taken 2 at a time. Therefore, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma delta plus delta alpha. Alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma delta, delta alpha, that is equal to C by A. That is C value is 6, A is 2, so 6 by 2 is 3. Therefore, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma delta plus delta alpha is equal to 3. For this question, no need of this S3 and S4. Reason is, our aim is to find only alpha square plus beta square plus alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square. Now see this expansion, alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta the whole square. But we have studied only a plus b the whole square, a plus b plus c the whole square, right? A plus b plus c the whole square is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca plus 2ab, 2bc, 2ca. Likewise, alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta the whole square is equal to alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square plus 2 into alpha beta plus 2 into beta gamma plus 2 into gamma delta plus 2 into delta alpha. But our aim is to find only these 4 terms, sum of squares of the roots. So, alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square, which means we have to take these 4 terms into the left hand side. So, if you are simplifying the terms, we get alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square is equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta the whole square. Take these 3 terms in the left hand side minus, see each term contains 1, 2. So, these terms are becoming minus of. So, minus of 2 into alpha beta, beta gamma plus gamma delta plus delta alpha. See, we are taking these 4 terms to left hand side. If it is taking left hand side means the terms are getting negative sign, right? Moreover, 1, 2 is common, so we are taking 2 outside. So, alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta, the value of this much is, see, alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta is equal to 4. So, 4 square minus 2 into alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma delta plus delta alpha. This value is 3. Therefore, 4 square. 4 square is 16. 2 3s are 6. 16 minus 6 is 10. Therefore, alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square is equal to 10. Our aim is to find only the sum of squares of the roots. So we find out the sum of squares of the roots. This is the answer. Okay? Okay, students. Now let's move on to the next question. Question number 6. See the question. Solve the equation x cube minus 9x square plus 14x plus 24 equal to 0 if it is given that 2 of its roots are in the ratio 3:2. So, with the help of this condition, we can easily solve the equation. Here see the degree of the equation, it is 3. We know very well every nth degree equation has n roots. So, this equation is of degree 3. So, this equation has 3 roots. But it is given that 2 roots are in the ratio 3:2. So, we can take one root as 3 alpha, another one as 2 alpha, then the third root as beta. So let 3 alpha, 2 alpha and beta. Why we are considering these two as 3 alpha and 2 alpha means it is given that 2 of the roots are in the ratio 3:2. That is why we consider the first 2 root as 3 alpha and 2 alpha. So let 3 alpha, 2 alpha and beta be the roots of the equation x cube minus 9x square plus 14x plus 24 is equal to 0. When we compare this given equation with the standard form, the standard form means ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. So when we are comparing this given equation with the standard form, we will get a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 9, c is equal to 14 and d is equal to 24. Therefore, sum of the root S1 is equal to 3 alpha plus 2 alpha plus beta, which is equal to minus b by a. S1 means sum of these 3 roots. 3 alpha plus 2 alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. That is equal to minus b. B is minus 9, a is 1. 3 alpha plus 2 alpha is 5 alpha plus beta is equal to minus of minus plus, so plus 9. From this relation, we can find beta. Therefore, beta is equal to 9 minus 5 alpha. Now come to the second one. That is S2. That is the sum of product of the roots taken 2 at a time. That is 3 alpha into 2 alpha. First 2, then second 2. That is 2 alpha into beta. Plus beta into 3 alpha, which is equal to c by a. We know S2 means alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha, but here alpha and beta are 3 alpha and 2 alpha. That is why 3 alpha, 2 alpha, 2 alpha into beta, beta into 3 alpha. So it is coming, see, 3 2s are 6, alpha into alpha, alpha square, 2 alpha beta, 3 alpha beta, 2 alpha beta plus 3 alpha beta is 5 times alpha beta, which is equal to C. The value of C is 24, A is 1, so 24 by 1. 6 alpha square plus 5 alpha into the value of beta. The value of beta is 9 minus 5 alpha, which is equal to 24. We applied the value of beta, that is beta is 9 minus 5 alpha. We applied the same here. When we are expanding this, we will get 6 alpha square, 9 times 5, 45. So 45 alpha minus 5 5s are 25, 25 alpha square, which is equal to 24. That is 6 alpha square minus 25 alpha square is minus 19 alpha square plus 45 alpha, which is equal to 24. Now we are taking these two terms into the right hand side. So we are getting 19 alpha square minus 45 alpha plus 24, which is equal to 0. Sorry students, we made a small error. C by A. The value of C is 14. Instead of 14, we took this D value 24. Right? So if we apply the value of C as 14, so here 14 coming, so 14, 14, 14. So the equation is coming 14. So we got one quadratic equation in alpha. That is 19 alpha square minus 45 alpha plus 14 is equal to 0. When we go for solving this quadratic equation, we can use sum and product rule. 19 times 14. 19 times 14 is 266. Now our aim is to find two numbers whose product is 266 and whose sum is minus 45. The only possible numbers are 7 and 38. See, 7 times 38. 7 times 38 is 266. When we are adding the two numbers, 7 plus 38, 45. But we need minus 45, so we have to put minus. Minus 7, minus 38. When we are multiplying, we will get plus 266. When we are adding the two numbers, we will get minus 45. If you are not knowing to obtain these factors, means very simple. When we are multiplying 19 and 14, we get 266. Go for factorization. 2 times 2 table will go 1, 3, 3. Now 7 will go. 1 times 7 is 7. Balance 6, 63. 9 times 7 is 63. So if we combine 2 and 19, we will get 38. Then 7. 38 plus 7 is 45. Now, the square term contains one coefficient, right? So, we want to divide this coefficient with these two factors. So, 19, 19. 19 ones are 19, 2 times 19s are 38. Now, we can write the factors directly. That is alpha minus 7 by 19. This factor. Another one, alpha minus 2, which is equal to 0. So product of two terms equal to 0 means either the first term 0 or the second term 0. So alpha is equal to 7 by 19. Alpha is equal to 2. Now we are going to find out the value of beta. What is beta? Beta is 9 minus 5 alpha. So there are two cases. Case 1. If alpha is equal to 2, what is beta? Beta is 9 minus 5 alpha. So 9 minus 5 into alpha is 2. So 5 2s are 10. So 9 minus 10, that is minus 1. If alpha is equal to 7 by 19, that is case 2. If alpha is 7 by 19, then what is beta? Beta means 9 minus 5 alpha. That is 9 minus 5 times alpha. Alpha is 7 by 19. When we take LCM, 19 LCM, 19 times 9. 9 9s are 81. 9 plus 8 is 17. So 171 minus 5 times 7. 5 7s are 35. 11 minus 5, 6. 6 minus 3, 3. Then 1 by 19. So in both the cases, we can find the roots. What are the roots? We considered the root as, see now, 3 alpha, 2 alpha and beta. The roots are 3 alpha, 2 alpha and beta. Here we have the value of alpha as 2. Therefore, 3 alpha means 3 into 2, that is 6. Then 2 alpha, that is 2 into alpha value is 2. So 2 2s are 4. Then we have beta. Beta is minus 1. Therefore, the required roots are, or the solution is, the solution is 6, 4 and minus 1. 6, 4, minus 1. But in case 2, alpha is 7 by 19, right? So we have to find 3 alpha and 2 alpha. So 3 alpha means 3 into 7 by 19. That is 21 by 19. 3 times 7 is 21. Now 2 alpha, what is 2 alpha? 2 into, the value of alpha is 7 by 19. So 14 by 19. 2 alpha, 3 alpha and beta are the roots, right? So beta value, what is beta value? 136 by 19. Therefore, the solution is, the solution is 3 alpha, 2 alpha and beta. So 21 by 19, 14 by 19 and 136 by 19. Okay, students. Now see the 7th question. If alpha, beta and gamma are the roots of the polynomial equation ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. Find the value of sigma alpha by beta gamma in terms of the coefficients. So in terms of coefficient means we have to find the value, this value in terms of this a, b, c and d. Okay. So it is given the standard form of the equation. From this we can find sum of the roots, that is S1, then sum of product of roots taken 2 at a time, that is S2, and S3, that means the product of the 3 roots. Let's see now. So given that the cubic equation ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. Let us take the 3 roots b, alpha, beta and gamma be the 3 roots of this equation 1. So, alpha plus beta plus gamma. What is alpha plus beta plus gamma? That is S1, that is minus b by a, this b by a. Then S2, that is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, which is equal to c by a. Then alpha beta gamma, that is minus d by a. S1 is minus b by a, S2 means c by a, S3 means minus d by a. Our aim is to find sigma alpha by beta into gamma. We know the meaning of sigma alpha. What is sigma alpha? Only sigma alpha means alpha plus beta plus gamma. What is sigma A? Suppose there are 3 alphabets in the equation, means sigma A means A plus B plus C. Suppose there are 4 unknowns A, B, C and D in the equation, means sigma A is equal to A plus B plus C plus D. Suppose the equation contains x, y and z. Sigma x means x plus y plus z. Likewise, sigma alpha by beta gamma means we can expand this term, that is alpha by beta gamma. Plus, sigma means plus summation, right? Now we have to apply beta here. So beta by, see, alpha coming means beta and gamma are coming down. So beta coming in numerator means in the denominator we have alpha and gamma. Likewise, gamma is there in the numerator means what is remaining? Alpha and beta, right? So alpha and beta are coming in the denominator. So this is the expansion of sigma alpha by beta into gamma. Okay? So now we are going to take the LCM. What's the LCM of these 3 terms? Alpha beta, beta gamma, alpha gamma. So alpha, beta and gamma. This is the LCM of these 3 terms. So in the first term, see, we have beta gamma, but in the LCM we have alpha, beta and gamma. So beta and gamma are there, alpha is missing. Here alpha is missing. So what we can do is, we can multiply the first term with alpha. When we are multiplying the first term with alpha means we get alpha square, alpha into alpha. Similarly, the second term, see here beta missing. So we have to multiply beta with the numerator. Beta into beta is beta square. Plus, see here alpha and beta are there. But in the LCM we have alpha, beta, gamma. So gamma is missing. Multiply with the gamma. Gamma into gamma is gamma square. But we don't have alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square in these 3. We have alpha plus beta plus gamma, alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha, as well as alpha beta gamma. So with the help of these 3, we can expand this one. See, already we have solved question number 5. The first question number 5, we have used this formula, that is alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square is equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta the whole square minus 2 into alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma delta plus delta alpha, right? The same method we can apply here also. If you are replacing this alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square by alpha plus beta plus gamma the whole square minus 2 into alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha divided by here alpha beta gamma. See the explanation of this one. If you are taking alpha plus beta plus gamma the whole square, if you are expanding this, we will get alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus 2 into alpha beta, 2 into beta gamma plus 2 into gamma alpha. We want these 3 terms. So these 3 terms we have to take it into the left hand side. So alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square is equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma the whole square minus here 2 is common. So these 3 terms are moving into left hand side. So the sign will change. So minus of alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. This formula only we used here. Okay. Now apply the value of alpha plus beta plus gamma. What is alpha plus beta plus gamma? That is minus b by a. So minus b by a the whole square, then minus 2 in this 2 into alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. The value of this expression is c by a. So c by a divided by alpha beta gamma. Alpha beta gamma is minus d by a. So minus d by a, that is minus the whole square, that is plus b square by a square minus 2c by a the whole divided by minus d by a. If you are taking the LCM of the numerator, we will get, see, a square and a. So a square is the LCM. So here we will get b square minus, here we need to multiply with one a. So 2 into ac. If you are rewriting this denominator, see, minus d by a. So if you are multiplying means we want to write this as the reciprocal, that is minus a by d. 1a and 1a getting cancelled. If you are taking this a here, this minus here, it will become minus, this one will become plus. That is 2ac minus b square minus b square plus 2ac, that is 2ac is writing first, then 2ac minus b square divided by a into d. Now see the next question, question number 8. If alpha, beta and gamma, alpha, beta, gamma and delta are the roots of the polynomial equation 2x raised to 4 plus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 8 is equal to 0. Find a quadratic equation with the integer coefficients whose roots are alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta and alpha beta gamma delta. So our aim is to find one quadratic equation. That equation's roots are these two, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma and alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Okay, so given 1/4 degree equation, so every nth degree equation has n roots. Here degree is 4, so it has 4 solutions, 4 roots. The roots are given as alpha, beta, gamma and delta. So it is given that alpha, beta, gamma and delta be the roots of the equation 2x raised to 4 plus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 8 is equal to 0. So here a is equal to 2, b is equal to 5, c is equal to minus 7, d is 0. The reason is there is no x term. D means the coefficient of x, and E is equal to 8. So S1 means alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta, that is equal to minus b by a, that is equal to minus, the value of b is 5, a is 2. So alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta is minus 5 by 2. We know very well S1 is equal to minus b by a. S2 means the sum of product of the roots taken 2 at a time, that is c by a. S3 means sum of product of the roots taken 3 at a time, that is minus d by a. And S4 means the product of the roots, that is e by a. In our question we required only alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta and the product of the roots, that is alpha, beta, gamma, delta, that is S4. S4 is e by a, right? So e by a, what is the value of e? E is 8. So 8 by 2, that is equal to 4. Our aim is to find one quadratic equation whose roots are these two. So now we are going to find out the sum of the roots. Reason is, the general format of the quadratic equation is x square minus sum of the root into x plus product of the root is equal to 0, right? That is why first we are going to find out the sum of the roots. One root is alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta. Another one is alpha, beta, gamma, delta. It is given in the question. So just add the two values. So minus 5 by 2 plus 4. If you are taking the LCM is 2. So minus 5 plus 8, 2 4s are 8. 8 minus 5 is 3, so 3 by 2. So sum of the root is equal to 3 by 2. Now we are going to find out the product. So product of the roots, that is one value is minus 5 by 2 into the other one is 4. So 2, that is minus 10. So with this sum and the product we can find out the quadratic equation. Therefore the quadratic equation, the required quadratic equation is x square minus sum of the root into x plus product of the roots is equal to 0. That is x square minus sum of the roots, that is 3 by 2 into x plus the product, that is minus 10, which is equal to 0. Here one term contains the fraction, right? So if you are multiplying each term by 2, we can reduce this fraction as a whole number. So just multiply each term by 2. So we will get 2x square When we are multiplying 1, 2 here, this 2 and this 2 getting cancelled. So minus 3x. Plus into minus minus. When we multiply 2 here, 2 times 10, that is 20, which is equal to 0. This is our required quadratic equation. Is it clear? Okay. So there are 4 more questions. We will discuss the remaining 4 questions in the forthcoming session. Okay. Thank you.